I'm here for DustUS's ongoing coverage of IEM Cologne 2023, here with Dexter, coming off of a massive win against Cloud9 that opened their main stage run here in IEM Cologne. So I want to ask you first, what's the emotions in the team like after that insane nail-biter win against Cloud9?
Yeah, obviously really good. I think everyone really enjoyed the game. It was like one of those crazy games where you make so many mistakes and the other team makes mistakes, but then you just have to trying to keep it into mentally. So it was a really nice experience to play.
And so, with this new Fnatic lineup, you guys have done, I think, incredibly so far in terms of hitting the ground running. Was the team expecting to, sort of hit their stride so quickly?
Yeah, well, probably, I don't know, our practice was like really good, but we haven't played an official, so we were kind of going blind into this. But I think we really stepped it up like by a lot when we came into these officials. So yeah, right now everyone's happy, and I think we've reached at least a lot of our expectations.
One thing I was going to ask you about, in regulation time, the team dropped two 3v5s against Cloud9. I was wondering if you could sort of walk me through those rounds. Towards the end of Ancient, there was two 3v5s that went the wave. Was that just due to lack of time together, or what do you think was sort of the contributing factor?
Kind of like a little bit of lacking time. Like I think we did the right moves at the start, but like in the mid rounds, like sometimes you naturally like gravitate in how you move a lot, and then when we did this, we kind of gravitated like everywhere, and essentially like maybe one person's left on his own who normally shouldn't be, and then he gets killed, and then the other guys are in a really good position. Like the guy who killed him is like really good position to just kind of make it difficult for everyone.
So in terms of firepower, it seems like at least early days are showing that this has been a relatively good transfer season for Fnatic. It seems like the team has a lot of very good pieces right now. Who has impressed you the most since joining the team in terms of their individual skill?
Obviously everyone, but I think I really enjoy watching Afro play. He's an extremely smart player, so he has a lot of impact with the AWP, and kind of the way he thinks is extremely smart as well, so it makes my life a little bit easier when he wants to do his moves and he knows his place, and he's like very relaxed kind of guy as well, so just, yeah, it's a nice feeling from him.
And then I also wanted to ask you sort of about playing with KRIMZ. I think KRIMZ is one of the most experienced players in my recollection that you've played with in your lengthy career, especially in terms of his pedigree as a player. How much input does he have sort of in the decision making in the team alongside you?
He's really good with the mental kind of side of things, kind of keep everyone calm and not stress out so much in these like really important rounds and crucial scenarios. So we're doing really good with that right now with him.
I also wanted to ask you as well, a lot of teams we've talked to said they came into this event not feeling really ready on their map pool or their positions. How is Fnatic doing sort of in that management of sort of finding their place in the scene right now?
I think we're probably like, yeah, on the same boat, we're like 30% ready as well. We've gotten like really used to each other fast, so that's really good. But yeah, overall in terms of tactical stuff, we're just starting only.
I also wanted to talk to you about, you left Mnmzzz rather, and you end up with Fnatic, of course. In between leaving Mnmzzz and joining Fnatic, was it always assumed you were going to go to Fnatic, or were there other offers you looked at during that time?
There was like a lot of offers, but I think I really wanted to go with Fnatic just based on especially the support network of everything. Like it makes my life easier because in the past I had to do like a lot of work. So with everyone here now, it kind of like it's more of like a team thing, and everyone's contributing in their own ways, and Keita's doing his job like really well, and yeah, all that's really nice.
Also you take over for Fnatic over mezii as the IGL. How have you seen sort of his playstyle change since he's been sort of untied from having the IGL?
I don't think I really watched too much of him when he was IGLing, and right now he's kind of like creating that synchronization with him so we can kind of work, because I play really different positions every map on T side, so I'm kind of like asking him for like a lot of information, or sometimes to help like call if needed, because there's intro that I'm missing, like things like that.
I also wanted to mention the fact that, a lot of moves were made in this offseason to sort of bring up the firepower of a lot of squads. Looking at Fnatic in these early days, do you think that Fnatic right now has the firepower to contend with the sort of top teams in the EU scene?
Yeah, definitely. Like firepower is only so good when you don't have like any smart players, right? So we have a lot of like smart players thinking really well, and it puts us a lot in like good positions a lot of the time.
even though we're a new team, you still want to be.
Now that you're only a couple more wins away from making it to the Lanxess Arena, do you think Fnatic do you think you guys have a clear shot at making it to the playoffs, and would that be satisfying to you to make it to playoffs?
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy to make it to playoffs at Cologne. Like, it doesn't matter who, just like it's the craziest tournament ever.
When we talked to Vexite earlier in the tournament, we asked him about his move to. We asked him about the potential of moving to Europe. You and Azure have kind of been the trailblazers in terms of finding a space in the European scene. Do you think that's an option for more Australian players? Because with the state of the Australian scene, do you think it's tenable? And do you think there's any Australian players who are ready to move to Europe?
Yeah, I think a lot of the Greyhound guys can definitely like move here if they got the opportunity. It's just about getting the opportunity because it's really tough because Australia hasn't been showing up too much lately, and they don't really get to be seen as much. And from what I know all the players there are very talented in their own right, and they just need kind of like some more guidance.
So like you said at the start of the interview, last question for you. You said the team's only at around 30% of what you could potentially show as a squad. So what are you going to be working on between now and your next match, just to maybe bring it up to 40%?
Just a lot more talking. Like we watch the games back, kind of evaluate how we're doing, and just be open and honest with each other.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy your brief period off.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right.